So to answer this question, the answer is yes. There is a type of attachment known as disorganized that is a combination between anxious and avoidant attachment. It happens to be one of my favorites, and it's mainly because the combo of anxious and avoidant, when you are working on healing towards secure attachment, you actually have a ton of resources available to you, whereas with anxious or avoidant attachment, you kind of only have one track. Because you get both with disorganized, you have a lot more flexibility when it comes to healing. Now, disorganized is a very interesting attachment style in the sense that you can swing from anxious to avoidant very quickly. And it's mainly because you are constantly vetting if you feel safe, seen, and understood by your partner. And if you do not feel that way, you are either going to respond from the anxious state, which is kind of like a neediness, like I really want to be around you, I want to see you, I want to hang out with you, or a space of avoidance, which is I'm not going to tell you that I want to see you. I'm not going to express that I want to spend time with you. I'm going to wait until you figure it out. And the thing about disorganized attachment is that your partner on the other side of the equation doesn't always know which response they're going to get. And it's mainly because for the disorganized person, we don't know which version we're about to present. Disorganized can look like, if we use the carousel metaphor, if you have an avoidant partner, you have connected with them, you feel really vulnerable with them, and then say they go MIA, say they ghost you for a little bit, they just haven't responded. When they come back around, essentially what can happen is you can feel really anxious. So in the time that you're waiting for them to come back around, you can say, I don't feel good, I really want to be close to them, I really want to be near them, and then they come back. And you are willing to let everything else go. You say, it's no big deal that I haven't heard from you in 2 weeks. You are here now. I want to connect with you. But then they do it again. And the next time that this happens, you have gone through that anxious cycle again. You are saying, like, I don't know what's going on. I'm worried. I want to be near them. I don't feel secure. But you might notice that you start shifting into avoidance. And what that mindset can look like is you feeling like, I don't need them. They mean nothing to me. You know what? If they're going to treat me this way, it doesn't matter. I don't want them in my life. And when that partner comes back around the carousel and is planted in front of you, you are going to fluctuate between anxious and avoidant. And this can be really confusing both for you and for your partner. This can look like, I really want to see you. I want to see you. I want to go out. Come on, like, let's make a date. You guys go out on that date and suddenly you pull back. Suddenly you're saying, I'm going to sit on this date, and you know what? My partner has to work harder to get to know me because I want to see if they care. Now, we can view that as a punishment, but the reality is it's not really a punishment tactic. The reason that we employ that version of kind of pulling our emotions back is because for the avoidant side of this equation, you're trying to keep yourself safe. It's essentially saying the anxious side of me went way too vulnerable. And now I'm going to swing to the other end of that spectrum, and I am going to go full avoidant, where I'm not going to clue the person into what I am feeling. I know that I gave them access to my vulnerability on one hand, but this time it's not going to happen. They need to prove to me that they are worth that type of disclosure. And when we do that swing, it is incredibly challenging to feel stable or grounded, or to know why we're doing it. Now, there are tons of things that you can do as a disorganized attachment in order to gain awareness for what you're doing, what type of partners you attract, how to heal to secure attachment. I'll give you guys a part 2 about it because I also want to give you the avoidant tools in order to kind of work towards secure attachment, because I think it's a really valuable topic.